Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network and iHeartRadio. Welcome to Hunting for Answers, a true crime podcast. I'm your host, Hunter, and today we're highlighting a case that happened in Milwaukee, Wisconsin on October 19th, 2007. This double murder shocked the local music community and left two families devastated when a rising R&B star and her producer boyfriend were gunned down in a recording studio. Today, the case remains in legal limbo, with the alleged perpetrator having yet to be brought to justice. This is the story of Yolanda Brown. Yolanda Rose Brown was born on May 20th, 1986 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin to Maria and William Brown. She was the youngest of 5 children in a loving family that supported her musical dreams from a very early age. She attended Milwaukee High School of the Arts, where she was able to work on her budding talents. At age 11, she was already performing under the stage name Premier, and at just 21 years old, Yolanda had already begun making a name for herself in the music industry. She performed under the stage name Lala and was achieving things that most young artists dreamt of. She was reaching successful milestones, like touring with R&B singer Lyfe Jennings, and even being featured on his track SEX, which reached the top 5 on Billboard's Hot R&B and Hip Hop Songs chart. But Yolanda's rising career came with challenges. She had become a teenage mother at 16, and by 2007, she was raising a 4-year-old daughter. Despite the obstacles of young parenthood, nothing could dim her determination to make it in the music business. However, in 2007, Yolanda's career hit a bit of a snag. Following an argument with Lyfe Jennings, she was kicked off of his tour and ultimately returned back home to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. For many artists, this would have been a devastating setback. But for Yolanda, she was motivated to immediately start shaping her solo career. She began working on new tracks with her boyfriend, Jetanu Kool-Aid Claiborne, a talented record producer who believed in her talents. Claiborne owned Loud Enough Productions, which was a recording studio where the couple spent countless hours crafting what they hoped would be Yolanda's breakthrough sound. Friends and family said the pair were on the verge of making it big. They had the talent, the drive, and the passion. All they needed was time. But time was something that they would never get. October 19th, 2007. A Friday night in Milwaukee, Yolanda and Jetanu were at the Loud Enough Productions recording studio, likely working on new music late into the evening as they often did. The studio, located near 55th and Lisbon, was their creative sanctuary, a place where dreams were turned into melodies. But sometime that night, their dreams turned into a nightmare. An assailant stormed into the recording studio where the couple was working and opened fire. Both Yolanda and Jetanu were shot and left for dead in the very place where they had hoped to create their future. For 3 days, the bodies of Yolanda Brown and Jetanu Claiborne lay undiscovered in the recording studio. It wasn't until later when investigators finally determined that the pair had been dead for at least 3 days. The discovery sent shockwaves through Milwaukee's music community. Yolanda's family was devastated. Her parents had lost a talented daughter and the youngest of their 5 children. And a 4-year-old little girl had lost her mother, a woman who had dreams of giving her daughter a better life through her music. The Milwaukee Police Department launched an investigation, but leads were scarce. Who would want to kill 2 young people who were simply trying to make music? Was it a robbery gone wrong? a targeted hit, or something more personal? As months turned into years, the case grew cold. Detectives chased leads and interviewed witnesses, but no arrests were made. The double murder that had shaken the community began to fade from public memory. But Yolanda's family never gave up hope. Nearly a decade had passed. October 19th, 2015, marked the 8th anniversary of Yolanda and Jetanude's deaths. By then, Yolanda's daughter was a teenager, the same age her mother had been when she had become pregnant with her. But in the summer of 2016, there was finally a breakthrough. Milwaukee police confirmed they had a suspect in custody, out of state, on unrelated charges. The suspect was believed to be connected to the 2007 homicide of Yolanda Brown and Jetanu Claiborne. Yolanda's father, William, had told reporters, "The guy that they said is responsible is incarcerated out of state, and he is not going nowhere right now, so they're not rushing it. But they would like to bring him back to stand trial on this one." The family had waited 9 years for this moment, but now they faced another wait. The wheels of justice were turning, but slowly, very slowly. In 2017, Milwaukee police completed their investigation and turned the case over to the Milwaukee County District Attorney's Office, awaiting a charging decision. The detective work was done. The suspect was identified. Now, it was up to the prosecutors. But even with the suspect identified, the legal process still created a lot of frustration for the Brown family. They voiced concerns of how long it was taking to bring the perp to justice. Yolanda's father said, "Do like you told me. Charge the person that you say you was going to charge." Jetanu Claiborne's family was also seeking answers. His mother, Dinah Chambers, reflected on her son's impact and expressed all of the things that he did in their community and how he touched people with his music. Both families had lost promising young people who were only trying to make something of themselves in the music industry. As of the last available reports, the case remains in legal limbo. The suspect has been identified and is in custody, but it's unclear whether charges have been filed or if extradition proceedings have begun to bring the suspect back to Milwaukee. The Milwaukee County District Attorney's Office and police gave conflicting statements about the status of the investigation, with police saying the case had been turned over for charging decisions, while prosecutors claimed the investigation was still active. Today, Yolanda Brown would be 39 years old. Her daughter is now an adult, older than Yolanda was when she was murdered. My thoughts and prayers are with the families of both Yolanda Lala Brown and Jetanu Kool-Aid Claiborne. The music that they were working on that October night in 2007 might never be heard, but their deaths deserve justice and their loved ones deserve closure. As we close out this episode, don't forget to click the follow button to stay updated on Yolanda's case and others like it. Be sure to subscribe to Hunting for Answers on YouTube and follow us on Instagram and TikTok for more true crime updates. And if you are watching us on YouTube, let us know your thoughts on this case down in the comments. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode. Until next time. Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network. For more podcasts from the Black Effect Podcast Network, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.